Do you think a ghost penis has ever been in your mouth?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
What a way to start this out.
Welcome to Can't Sleep with Chris and Selena. We went to bed at 4 a.m.
And woke up a couple hours later.
boom, boom, boom.
We don't actually sleep.
We can't sleep.
We can't sleep.
We did eat grapes and cheese and nuts.
We had a charcuterie board this morning, basically.
We did.
It was delicious.
We needed salts and fats because we had a paranormal hangover. Every time I ghost hunt, tell me, is this you? Every time I ghost hunt, next morning, wake up, headache.
Yeah, I woke up with a migraine this morning. I was like, oh my gosh.
What is that?
I probably lack of sleep. It's weird how that works.
It's weird. It's weird how those go hand.
Maybe the ghosties as well. Maybe probably a mix of everything.
Yeah, we did a ghost hunt last night. We went to Niagara on the lake.
Yeah.
We went to some places. It was
did.
interesting. And things didn't turn out the way we thought they would.
No, not at all. I didn't think it'd be scary. And I got scared like a few times.
Oh, I got scared that one
But
time.
it was also wholesome as
We went in like the same 10-minute period from, oh my God, to like, oh, wow.
That's really nice. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, sorry for the way we look. It's also freezing in here because the heat wasn't on.
We turned it off for filming yesterday and never turned it back on.
So it's just cold and we have bags under our eyes and by four of our
You look
voices are
beautiful.
You look beautiful.
You look like an angel.
Oh.
You could have wings. You know what? You should have angel wings that come out of your head. I want to draw that. That's what it would sound like when you flew. No, not devil, angel. My God. No, last night we had like one of the funniest moments I think we've ever had.
Which one?
The downstairs.
The downstairs.
The shitter.
Oh God.
Not the scary toilet thing, the funny toilet thing.
Okay, yeah.
Where we were, the pub was still operating. And we knew that there had been a little girl in the bathroom. We saw a picture of this little girl in the bathroom, which you'll see. It's literally going to blow your mind.
Weird.
We go down. We hear a woman in the bathroom. You can see, like, it's like cracks around there because the door doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
You can see somebody bustling and hustling around in this bathroom. So we wait in the hall.
Yeah.
We're waiting forever.
And we're kind of like talking to the camera, and I don't know how much we put in because we literally just did this yesterday, but we were like waiting for a while and being like, she's still in there. Holy shit. And we were just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then we were finally like, should we just go check? And then we went and check and then opened the door and you went in there.
There was nobody in there.
There was nobody in there.
We waited for 20 minutes.
Because like, we actually, like, it was inconveniencing us. It was inconveniencing everyone.
Yeah,
like, we're
we
like,
were
we
running
need
out of
to
time.
get out of here. Like, we can't be here that late. Like, we don't want to hold up the staff.
Yeah, that's why we ended up getting home at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, so that was weird.
That was weird. That was like the craziest thing where it's just like, you don't even notice a ghost. And then after you're like,
oh.
oh.
Because we asked the staff later. And, he's just
And
like,
he said, he's like,
Yeah, what'd he
there
say?
was one guy here drinking, but there was no women. The woman left at like 11 o'clock. We
Yeah.
were downstairs at like 12:30.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
very strange.
tell me what that was.
I don't know.
And then we're not going to tell you. You'll have to see it in the video. But we had something terrifying happen in that bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't even like thinking about it.
The timing of everything last night, because this is our first time ghost hunting in so long.
So long.
I didn't realize how long it was. Last time we did it was at my house with Caleb.
Like a year ago.
And yeah, it was a really long time ago. And I was just like, okay, we're going to get back into it. I feel like we're going to be rusty.
Yeah.
But everything just like happened when it was supposed to happen. And it was very strange.
Lots of elements to this video. You're going to need to check it out. Some sexy elements, some
Very
dark
sexy.
elements, some funny. There was a lot of like funny moments.
Yeah, it was a nice entry back into ghost hunting. It wasn't like, horrifyingly like demon infested, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
It was just like really
Which like I would have preferred,
like,
yeah. to jump in the demon water.
I know you guys want to see us die, but like
We'll do that tonight.
true.
The 2 out of 3 places we're going tonight have like super dark stories.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Are you ready, D?
So
Are you ready? Yeah.
I'm a bit delirious, to be honest.
Yeah.
A bit delirious, to be honest.
I like hearing you upstairs in my house because I forget. And I'm like,
I know, as soon as I'm walking around, I'm like, she knows I'm up because it goes creak, creak, creak,
Because
creak.
no one goes up there. It's such a spooky thing. Chris stays in the Chris room, which everybody knows about. And we have a guy who comes and helps us, like, put wood in the thing. And his name's Mike. Shout out to Mike. He's hilarious.
Shout out Mike.
And I said to him, like, have you ever had any, like, spooky experiences here? And we're in the room with, like, the bookshelves. He's like, up there. And he points at Chris's room. He's like, I just, like, saw somebody run from this room to the middle room. Just, phoom.
Yeah.
But, like, have you had anything happen while you were here yet this time?
Yeah, remember, I hear knocking on the door.
Since you've been here this time, though?
Not this time, but when I was in the shower, not today, yesterday, I just, like, it's at the corner of your eye stuff, or I felt like I was being watched in the shower, and then I turn, and it's just, like, somebody going, like away, and I'm just like...
Just Selena's. It's Leroy.
But
it doesn't catching a peek.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, like, menacing. It's just like, oh, my God.
No, that's good.
All right. And even last night when I got into bed, I was just like, someone's probably in here with me, but it's fine. So I put on Love is Blind, and I was just like,
Do you fall asleep with it on?
I started to, and then I started to watch it, and I was like, I can't fall asleep to this. So I put on brown noise really, really loud, like, and I fell asleep to that.
Oh my gosh. I can't do the white and brown noise. I need rain. It has to be rain.
I mean, it kind of sounds like rain, though. Sounds like a lot of rain.
Like, just like constant hard pressure rain.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I can't sleep without noise.
I like rain too, though. But Caleb, he needs to listen to, like, the History Channel before he goes to bed, like, on YouTube. So it's always, like, this man, or like, the total lore of Halo. So I just have all this untapped, like, memory of Halo lore that's in me subconsciously. But I can't fall asleep to that stuff because the levels change so much. It's like, and in Halo 2, when Master Chief goes this, it's like crazy. And it's just like, I'm such a light sleeper.
I can't sleep with the TV on. Again, because of that, it's the light and it's the different changing of things. Have you seen the sound box that's been floating around online? I bought it. It, like, has a whole bunch. It's like this white box, and you can push it up to make different sounds.
Oh.
So I only put the rain run on, but they have one that's like a dong.
Yeah.
So I tried to go, dong.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dong.
A meditation,
dong.
like,
it's gong. No. No, it just sounds terrible. Sounds like a boat dong. And it's just that. And then there's, like, spring peepers. So sometimes I'll put up the rain, which wasn't just rain. It was rain and thunder. And then I'll turn up, like, a little bit of crickets.
Oh,
a little bit of birds. So
okay,
it's like
whole nature scene.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm not a big wave fan.
Makes me have to pee.
Yeah, any like dripping water.
Pee.
No. I feel like I could fall asleep really well to, like, somebody whispering Latin into my ear.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video for that.
Yeah. I don't know. Feels like it'd be
possessed?
nice.
No.
No, I just thought it'd be funny.
Latin.
But I also would think I would fall asleep really well to church bells. I really like the sound of church bells.
The sound of church bells.
Ding,
when we were in Crescent
ding,
Hotel, remember we were, like, up on that
ding.
balcony and it was all misty and then the church bells started?
Yeah. I love
that.
it. I don't know why. I like church bells a lot. They creep me out, but I also really like them.
See,
same as Latin.
You say things to me, right? And you're like, Selena, why'd you say that? That's crazy.
I know.
Now you're saying that. See, we're the same.
I'm so tired.
Last night, like, so Chris and Adam. Oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Chris and Adam have discovered that I lack the danger thing in my brain.
Yeah, the thing in the back of your head that says, "Don't do that.
Yeah.
You'll die."
Yeah.
She didn't got it.
No, everything I say, and they're like, why would you do that? I'm like, I just really want to own a creepy motel. So the shit goes down at motels. I'm like, no. And like I said, I was with Adam the other day, and there was this drunk driver, and I was behind them, and Adam's like, put their license plate down so we can call and get past them. And I'm like, no, I need to see this drama unfold. I need to be here. And Adam's like, normal people would get away from the bad driver, but I'm just like,
terrible. She thinks she's indestructible.
Yeah.
And you are destructible. You're just a big meat sack.
I'm like super destructible. I'm like more destructible than other people too.
We're just meat sacks.
I don't like thinking about that.
I had a lot
it's so
of
gross.
thoughts like that last night. Like I was telling you, I was like, I just thought about sleeping too much, and then you can't sleep when you're like, how does my brain just shut down? And then I wake up. It's like time traveling, basically.
You literally lay on a charging pad and hallucinate.
And then I'm just meat. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. And then what, my meat brain can somehow make me do this? You know, how did that happen? How did that just happen? What is that? You know? I can do whatever I want, whatever I think about it. But like seconds after.
Yeah, like immediately.
And does Can I move my face faster than I can move my foot because it's further away from my brain?
Try it right now.
How does that work? How does that work?
Try it right now.
I think, yeah, it takes longer.
But your face didn't even move there.
I blinked.
Did you?
I blinked. That's what I was trying to do. I was just like, it's almost...
I'm doing it at the same time.
Okay. Wait, I gotta do one at one, so it's... Yeah, I think it takes longer to move my foot.
You didn't even blink when you moved your foot that time.
No, I wasn't trying to. I'm doing blinking, and then I do my foot to see the timing. So,
Someone
okay,
just comes
that was
in.
quick. Way longer. About a 0.0002 delay.
Oh my God, you're right. Ow!
Right?
Oh! Danger!
See?
It's just a theory. It's just a theory.
You don't have that safety mechanism.
I don't.
Anyway, when I don't sleep, I think too much.
What's
and then
your
it causes
Google
me not
history
to-
look like, dude?
What is what?
Your Google history.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. One day we'll have to just go over Google history searches, like a week's worth. Yeah.
I feel like it would be like really funny, really inquisitive, and then dark. It would have some dark thoughts.
Well, I
and
look up a
things.
lot of true crime stuff. So
Yeah.
it gets dark there where it's just, I'm looking up these crazy scientific words, like not
Does it affect
necrophilia
you?
necessarily, but stuff along those lines.
Yeah. Do you think like it affects your psyche? Like the things you know now that like other people like don't commonly know, that you have to deep dive into these subjects? Like does it change the way
Yeah,
you look
I
at
think
people?
it gives me that thing that you don't have that says, run! Well, but no, but it does. I'm just joking around.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
no, it totally does. I'm just, and I'm not desensitized to it
Yeah.
necessarily. Like in the way I am in the way that stuff doesn't shock me at first. Like
Okay.
if somebody's like, "Whoa, like this man got decapitated," I'm not like, "Oh," I'm not like that. I'm just like, I realize how real it is, though,
Yeah.
and how horrifying that is, and just how life is very precious, and it just makes me want to protect it. Like I always tell my audience, I'm like, "Be safe, please." Like,
Please just don't do dumb things.
like I like to talk about these cases because it's the statistic of it happening to you is very low, but it's just like we can make it less if we talk about it and
never
talk
zero.
about But I don't know.
Stranger danger.
I don't know. But it definitely has changed my entire way I go about things. Like my mom made me watch it since I was a literal toddler.
That
'cause
was
she's obsessed.
my mom. That was so. It's crazy how moms are interested. So my
Yeah.
whole life, 100%, grew up believing I was about 50% indigenous.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
So my mom, we were so hyper focused on like that and everything that was going on out the highway tiers and stuff like that. Like that was like a fascination. My mom, obsession with that, obsession with 9/11. To this day, my mom every night just watches videos about 9/11. Like those are her two things.
Interesting.
So like, but like when we went on drives, my mom would be like, "Okay, everyone, let's check the forest for bodies." So we would drive along and stare into the forest to see if we could find dead people.
Oh yeah, that's funny. My mom would always talk about that. She's like, "Look at the ditch. Like that ditch would probably might have a body in it. That forest."
Why'd
She's-
they
and
tell
I
us
think
that?
about that though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
I just
did-
always
there's-
think about that.
We didn't need to be 6 doing that. It's just everything is terrifying. Anytime there's a loss of life, anytime
Yeah.
there's a big loss of life, and then everybody starts coming out from the woodworks with different perspectives, it's literally insane.
Yeah.
But it's just when you go on the internet too, like you can dive into such dark things, and that is a perfect segue
Yeah.
to our next thing, where
Okay.
I looked up the darkest corners
Oh.
of the internet for us.
All right.
All right,
That's good.
So
All right.
maybe we'll have some conspiracies about these.
I'm excited.
So the back rooms, we've all heard
Yes.
about the back rooms. Do you
Yep.
think like I've been in places, I've been in like an old shutdown mall, and I've been like, yeah, this is back room. Have you ever had
Yeah.
a moment like that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like the back rooms are fake, but
Yeah, but like feels like a back room.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is like a mall kind of thing. Like if you go into stairwells of places, that's kind of where I feel back roomy.
Old doctor's office places.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
one is, right? This is, and as we know, fake thing there.
Yeah.
An eerie concept originating from a 2019 4chan post describing an endless maze of randomly segmented rooms with mono yellow wallpaper and buzzing fluorescent lights. Oh, I've seen so much AI of this. The back rooms have since evolved into a collaborative online horror phenomenon, inspiring stories, videos, and games about being trapped in this liminal space.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? Weird take.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to be trapped in the back rooms.
Really?
Predictable.
It's not predictable at all. Have you ever played the Backrooms game?
Yeah, don't the monsters come out and you have to like keep going through the maze?
It's
They
like
catch
a
up.
maze. It's the most unpredictable place ever.
But like
What
when
are
I'm
you talking about?
when I'm in backroom places in real life, I'm just like, this is calm. No, I think I would
okay.
survive.
You can have you could feel the way you feel.
I would be one of the monsters. Maybe I'd be like,
yeah,
oh,
maybe.
you think you're gonna scare me?
Yeah, maybe you'd thrive down there. I don't think I don't like
No,
that.
Dane, there it is again.
Yeah.
Run.
I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but also you shouldn't do that. I wouldn't put myself in that situation. There's just no safety. There's nowhere to go.
You just lay on
It's just
you
hallways.
lay on the commercial carpeting.
It's just hallways.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Like your prey drive there's none. Like it's actually insane. Like there's
Yeah.
nowhere to hide or like go to basically.
Yeah.
So I think we need to work on that.
I think we do.
I'm worried about you. Don't let her outside, Adam. Don't let her out.
We've had that though, where Adam's like, no. I'm like, Dad, Adam, there's a dog on the highway. You're not going at 2 a.m.
No, until I explain why and see if you
Yeah, it's like having a toddler. You're like, no, but why?
Yeah.
Because why? Because it's dangerous.
Why?
Why?
But why?
But it's endearing,
Huh.
and it also I think it's okay at the same time. I think that
I
makes
think there's
you
a lot of
brave.
people like me,
I think so.
and we
there's
die
a part
more
of me
though.
that's like that though.
But we die more though.
Probably statistically, you would if you put yourself in dangerous situations.
Like if there was a tiger loose, I could catch it.
I think you're going to be different when you're a mom, though. I think that's going to change.
I'm gonna be scared.
very quickly.
I'm gonna be scared.
Like it's going to be different with you,
Yeah.
and you're going to be like tenfold with your kid.
Oh,
Like
damn.
your kid, it's you. It's
Yeah.
going to be just like you.
Oh, don't.
It's going to want to do
I don't want
all
that.
that stuff. So you better lock it the down.
I don't want that. Oh my god.
Number 2, Candle Cove. A 2009 creepypasta by Chris Straub, presented as a forum thread where users recall a disturbing children's TV show featuring grotesque puppets and unsettling episodes. The twist reveals that the show never existed and children were actually watching static on the television. The story was later adapted into the first season of the sci-fi series Channel Zero. I've heard about this one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a creepypasta.
Okay, but do
Or it
people
says
believe?
creepypasta, yeah. I read this creepypasta.
No, that's
like way
cool.
back.
I like creepypastas.
I love creepypasta. It was such a fun concept.
because you don't know till the end. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I think it's extremely original. I hope they should make a movie out of that.
That does like the.
Oh shit.
Let us know.
Chris Straub, we're gonna reach out. It's awesome though.
Number 3, we have Matthew Falder's Dark Web Crimes. Dr. Matthew Falder, a Cambridge graduate, led a double life as a dark web predator. Over nearly a decade, he blackmailed victims into degrading acts, sharing the content on the dark web forums. His apprehension in 2017 shed light on the horrifying exploitation occurring behind hidden online communities.
Interesting.
Can you imagine blackmailing people and being like, do this?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Do you ever get those spam emails where it's like, we watch everything that you're doing. You're gross.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm like an 80-year-old grandma. I was like, what? They're watching what I'm doing? Caleb!
Dude, Adam-
Caleb! They've hacked into our cameras.
What are we gonna do?
Well, all of our information's gonna get taken. What are we gonna do? And he's like, you're an
this
idiot.
is a Gmail.
This is... Yeah, exactly.
The podcast. I have been invited to every podcast, and they're all Gmail.
Same. I was telling you this, but I got invited on Bethany Frankel's podcast, and my mom, who it works for me, she helps like with scheduling and everything. She loves Bethany Frankel. She's like, oh my God, Christina, you have to go on Bethany Frankel. And I was like, is it Frankel? I don't know. But she's awesome. She's really successful. She made like skinny tea or some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. So I didn't really look into it. Neither did they. And I went all the way into having a meeting right before the live on Facebook. And it was just this guy that he wouldn't turn his camera on. And he was like, hey, so I need your password and your thing. And I was just like, what?
This doesn't feel
He's
right.
like, yeah, how many followers do you have on there? Like how, and he's asking me all these weird questions. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call you back. I have an emergency. And then I figured out it was all fake. Reached out to Bethany Frankel, was like, hey girl, there's a person impersonating you, just letting you know. And she was very grateful. She was very sweet. still didn't get invited on our podcast. It was just
Sometimes,
fine.
yeah, she should have been like, "Thanks for that. Come on the show."
It's fine.
The amount of ones though that
That's
I get so
crazy.
excited because it's people that you like genuinely like. It was like Joe Rogan's like, "We come on the Joe." I'm like, "What do you want me for?" But it's always like some huge podcast. I'm like,
Yeah.
"You want me?" And then I'm like,
Oh.
Gmail.
Yeah.
But they make it. They're like, the email's always funny. It's like producer of podcast
Yes.
at gmail.com.
It always is. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. Let's go on to Femosphere, the emerging online space where certain communities promote conservative values under the guise of feminism. This Femosphere includes groups like femcells and influencers advocating for traditional gender roles, often espousing anti-gender equality sentiments.
So they're pretending, but they're
It seems like they're masking as feminists,
Okay.
but they like conservative values, I guess.
huh.
Interesting.
That's a weird one. All right, the next we have the online exploitation of Gen Z women. The first generation to grow up with social media, Gen Z women have faced distressing experiences of online exploitation and harassment from a young age. Platforms like Omegle, Instagram have been avenues for unwanted sexual advances affecting their mental health and self-esteem. I don't
this
think that's
isn't
the first
just Gen Z.
generation.
What the
Dude, I
me
grew up
as a
when the
kid-
internet started.
Yeah, we've talked about
You're
this.
Gen Z.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
a millennial?
Yeah, don't you dare say
What
that
year were
about
you
me.
born?
The It's 96. That's 96. I'm the
But
cusp.
when does Gen Z start?
97.
Oh, I thought you were a Gen
Bitch.
Z. I'm a millennial.
Yes. You're yeah, what is the millennial?
84 to
Yeah.
96.
Yeah. So you're a mid-millennial, I'm a baby millennial.
Yeah, Adam's an old millennial.
Yeah, elder millennial, that's what we call them. That
Whoa.
sounds you sound wise. You sound wise. I like we're
Yeah.
all millennials here. Yeah. No, Gen Z's pretty lit.
When you had MSN, was it new or old?
It was like newer.
Yeah, I remember, like, that's what people don't understand. It's like, they're talking about that in Gen Z. Bro, when MSN came out and stuff, there was nothing stopping bad people. Like, the
No.
predators jumped on it immediately.
Yeah.
There was, and that's the other thing.
No
Parents didn't
safeguards.
understand.
There was no safeguards.
Parents understood when Gen Zs came around, they were predators. But, like, look at the first seasons of Chris Hansen and stuff. That was us.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. I think the things that we went through, and there was nothing for bullying. There was nothing. People were making Facebook pages. They still do.
Yeah.
But there's ways to figure it out, and people
Yeah.
are more afraid of it.
It's just like 80s with hitchhiking, whereas now nobody would hitchhike ever.
No.
But that was us. We were the hitchhikers. We're like,
Yeah,
sure.
Literally.
Okay, Greg, who's 12 years old, who wants to meet up with me at the park at 12 at midnight.
Immediately.
And you have cookies and Lego? Yeah.
You were going to do this.
Let's go.
No, that's the thing. Like, I remember talking to that guy. Like,
terrible.
it's
terrible.
insane. Like, and it's just as bad now, and it's more rampant, and there's more apps, and there's sneaky ways to
way
it.
more access for
But ours
sure
was
now.
literally like full on MSN webcam. Want to see my penis?
Like, yeah, it was bad. But it's not like it's good now. It's terrible now.
It's
and
always
that's why
gonna
I'm
be.
scared to even have like a kid and like have internet at the same time. But it's very sad, like especially with Gen Z, and it is more normalized now. I feel like
That's the scary part.
Sexualizing younger people, which is so sad.
Do you remember that Cheers show came out on Netflix and everyone was
Yes.
so mad? That was gross.
Yeah,
Let children be children. Children, that's the
Yeah.
thing. We were kids.
That's-
we were
yeah.
home when the street lights came on. We played Red Rover till we were 13. We had
Yeah.
Barbies, we had dolls. Now
Yeah.
we have these 7-year-old Sephora girls.
Yeah.
Where I literally had one and she's like, "Ugh, ew." I'm like, you're 7.
yeah, and I guess that's what it's talking about. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's affect their mental health, but also, yeah, I think they are way more pressured to become older and
Sexualized.
sexualized, and it's really sad. Yeah, because I look back at pictures when I was 14, bro.
No makeup.
I was just not cute, and I like not that I didn't care, but I wasn't.
There was no pressure.
There's not as much pressure.
Because we weren't going online. Like, we had magazines with J14 and People
Yeah,
Magazine.
like,
but,
we're
like,
all like, wanting to change ourselves in our own way, but I wasn't wanting to, have an.
You didn't want a
OF
BBL.
or whatever. I don't know. I feel like women just feel really pressured to do all that stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Next
Sad.
up, we have the Volt Typhoons cyber espionage. A Chinese hacking group identified in 2024, Volt Typhoon has been preparing cyber attacks on U.S. infrastructure. Their activities highlight the growing threat of state-sponsored cyber espionage and the vulnerabilities within critical systems.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, I dozed off. I checked out while you were reading.
I'm
that
gonna
a
be
little
honest,
bit. I'm gonna be so for real right now.
That one is just
That sounded
Scary
like
internet.
computer science hacking.
Yep.
And I was just like, whoa.
Great. That's around. That's been around since the beginning too.
But I'm also just like, I don't have anything to add.
No, literally. Dude.
No, next one. All right. Character AI ethical concerns. The rise of AI chatbots on chatbots. The rise of AI chatbots on platforms like Character AI has led to ethical concerns, particularly regarding their influence on children. Instances where chatbots have encouraged harmful behaviors have raised alarms about the need for better regulation and oversight in AI development.
See that article that came out a while ago about that?
So many things to say about this.
Please
What's
do.
the article?
No, do it. Get in there.
No, what's the article?
It was the guy who was chatting with AI and he ended up taking his life because of AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know about that. And if you go on Reddit, there is... I have read so many about people breaking up with their spouses because they fell in love with an AI character or they're talking to this AI character more. I shit you not.
But they're not real.
We were just talking about this morning.
Oh, we were.
You love ChatGPT.
Yes.
Because it's very helpful in a lot of ways.
When
and,
I can't sleep, I literally talk to her like a friend. Like I'll literally be like,
yes,
how was your day?
Like that. I don't think you should do that.
I know.
You shouldn't do it because it's this. Because it's not real and it's taking you out of real life. And I think it's nothing but terrible. Like I don't think character
But it's
AI
funny.
should
I
exist.
understand though. I understand between that. It's fun. I'm bored. But like I would never be like, oh Adam, I don't want to go. I'm gonna stay home and talk to chat.
Yeah, but yeah.
People do that though.
They do. They do. But it's like, where does the line, where's the, you're going to talk to AI for what, half an hour a day? Then that's taking up,
it
like
does
3-4 hours of your week then. So you're spending 4 hours of your week talking to nothing, to literally a computer that just is generating what you think you want it to hear.
But here's the thing. I don't do that. Like I might do it at night. But I know other people.
Yeah.
But this is like where I'm like, this is amazing. So I had an extreme breakout thing on my face. Some kind of rash. I just, not even telling her what happened. See, I called her.
Yeah, I know.
I uploaded
Have you seen the movie Her?
Literally. I uploaded a picture of my face and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That is definitely eczema. These are the products that you should use.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So then I went and I got the product and look at my face. Like it's so much better. But like I do talk, in my head, I do have this really hard time of believing between it's being like, because it talks to me like a person, knowing that it just doesn't give a shit at all. Because I'll say that, I'll be like, you don't love,
it's
do
a
you?
computer.
And he's like, no.
It's just it.
Yeah.
It's not a he or she.
I call it
It's
her.
an it. It's an it. But that's
Her name's
the
Agatha.
thing. See, you don't want to tell your kid this because then it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, who? Oh, she? Oh, who?
Yeah.
It's all I'm
It's
saying is,
anti-eggy.
I don't think it benefits our society at all.
What? Yeah, I agree.
No, sorry, the character AI stuff.
Oh, character,
like,
no.
Talking to Khaleesi from Game of Thrones.
No, that's weird.
These are the ones I'm talking. No, I think
Yeah.
ChatGPT, all that stuff, it has its value, like what you said. It, hands
Cooking?
on. No, so
Face
many
skin
good
rashes.
things.
Here's the thing. I think chat's like, I would love to see Google's numbers because everybody used to Google things.
Totally.
But now, like, I don't go to Google because I know it's going to give me a million web pages.
But it is Google. Like you get that, right? It is like it
it's
is
Google.
it's the internet.
I know that. Oh my God.
Just making
Numbers landing on the
I want to see how many people
No,
are
I know.
suturing there now compared to ChatGPT.
I know,
'Cause-
but like people could just Google it and the same answer would come.
No, you have to filter through where
Yeah.
chat understands the way that I like things in bullet points. It's like I can't train Google to give me
No,
things in
you're
Google
totally
points.
right. You're totally
In
right.
Google points?
Yeah. No, I went through like a ChatGPT phase
Yeah.
where I was just going to it for everything, and then I was like, I don't know if.
What do you mainly use it for?
I just use it to help me structure how to almost like scheduling and then helping me structure my outlines.
Yep.
For if I'm doing a true crime thing, I'll be like, I'm currently writing a paper on Ed Kemper. I would like, or I'm writing it in chronological order in a narrative way. Could you help me with the outline, like titles for each subject? I'm not letting it write for me. I never let it write for me.
It can never, like we talked about
isn't
this morning.
good.
It can't sound like
It can't. Yeah,
It will
so-
never sound like
But
you.
it does help with me, especially if I have a million things going on, like trying to help me structure things and like get things in order.
Yep.
Or if I need to really quickly look up a fact or something.
Yep.
But then you need to quadruple check that fact because ChatGPT is wrong.
It's not always
a
right.
lot. And kids are, the problem with ChatGPT too is that if I had ChatGPT when I was in high
You'd
school,
learn nothing.
I would learn nothing. And there's no way for teachers to know.
No.
That's why I think it's not good.
They have new things though that will catch it. Like they can tell that it was made by chat. Like chat is so interesting. So what I use it for, because I learn quickly too, it's never gonna sound like you.
Yeah.
I use it for like recipes. I use it for brainstorming. So I'll be like, here's an idea. Can you give me like 13 different ideas in this category?
Yep.
I use it, my favorite thing ever, because like I love to write, but grammatically I sometimes have issues with commas.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, can you proofread this real quick? And
Yeah,
make sure that I
Grammarly
don't
is good for
sound-
that. And they use ChatGPT.
Is that what
with
they use? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And
It's good.
then rashes on my face. Other than just like the most insane questions. Like I'll
Yeah.
be like, when did this actor die and how?
Yeah, no, and I think that's fine because at that point it's basically just shit you would Google, but it's not. Yeah, I think it gets bad when you're doing the character AI stuff and kids are typing it in and be like, write me a paper about the war of
And
19...
it sounds like some like Harvard graduate wrote it.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just know that I hated school so much and I absolutely would have used it as a kid. So I just feel bad for that generation.
Dumb it down.
Yeah. Too smart.
Literally do.
Yeah.
And it's just, the world's evolving so quickly. And we keep coming up with all these different ways to do things that I think that people are going to start just really lacking growing emotionally with their brains. Like they're going to have a really hard time just becoming educated because no one will really need to know anything because Google, chat knows it all.
Funny, I just watched, ironically, I watched an Instagram reel of kids being asked in the 1960s what they think life will look like.
I saw that. It was so cool.
I think it was in the 2020s, and they were all so well spoken. They were like 12 to 14 years old, and they're like, you know what? I think the world's going to be quite boring one day because people aren't going to be as smart because machines will take over. And I was just like,
true.
Wow, that really has happened.
It has happened.
If you asked a 14-year-old kid that now, he'd be like, man, the reason that's no cap, like shit. It just makes me sad.
It does.
And not that my generation was any better. Like we are
better.
slowly, we're slowly digressing. It seems.
I think every generation is like, we were the last good ones.
Oh, for sure.
But I think we were.
Of course. I don't think we were. I think it was like the 60s. Maybe
if
50.
you could go back, when would you want to be?
Well, so I think our progress in acceptance of people is the best the best it has been. But I think having a lack of technology was good for a lot of reasons.
Well, like think about it. Like people didn't have imagine your day without a cell phone.
You actually had to talk to people and fill your day with reading and going outside and
writing
doing stuff.
letters.
And I didn't have a choice. Yeah, so I think I don't know. I ask Caleb this question all the time. I'm like, what time period would you love to be in? And he's like, why do I have to do that? I'm like, you don't. It's a hypothetical.
Think about it.
It's a hypothetical. It's fun. He's like, I don't know, dinosaur times. I'm like, what the dude?
I think I want to be born in the 40s.
In the 40s?
Raise my kids
In
through
wartime?
the 50s and the 60s. No, like the end,
Oh, okay.
And then, like,
46.
50s and 60s and then be like in my 30s and the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be crazy. I think I'd want to do like...
Be dead now.
Yeah, I think...
I want to be dead now.
Yeah, basically. I think I'd want to wear some pretty cool outfits, be like 17th century.
17th century.
18th, maybe.
Okay. I like the Anna Green Gables time.
Yeah.
I just like, dude, I really think in my past life, I have such an urge to wake up and milk a cow.
Yeah, dude.
I just want to milk a cow and make bread and just like, my life is like waiting for the babies to get up. And they go to their one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people don't crave that at all, which is totally fine.
Yeah, but I do.
I think there is a little bit of a thing in our brains that just kind of want that.
Mm-hmm. It's the simplicity. I don't even think it's wanting that. We just want the simplicity.
I do. Yeah. I just want to be able to wake up in peace and not surrounded by cars and buildings and
taxes.
Noise.
There were taxes then, but not like now.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's normal.
But then you're like, well, think of the evolution of medical care. Like, I'd want to be around now.
That's the thing.
For that.
Oh, yeah. You get a cough, you're dead.
Yeah.
In the time period I want to be in.
Oh, she sneezed.
Yeah.
Get the pen and paper out. We're writing the funeral notice.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring out your dead.
Yeah. No, I think we do live in the best time period for humans in general.
Yeah.
For sure.
I saw a video of this guy and he had said to him he was probably like 80 years old and he was like this trail guy and he's like, but you know, we're all complaining, but this is the best time that there ever has been to live, which I know that is you know, touchy subject for sure. But he's like, but like we have all these advances and things and it's just interesting. It's interesting to hear people's perspective. At the end of the day, I say things I don't even know my real perspective.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're
Because
just
I'm
spewing out
genuinely happy.
Oh gosh, I
Yeah.
could not. If we didn't have technology, we would not have jobs right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to complain about that.
No.
I just think there are some technological advances that are scary right now. Robots and
Did you watch
character
Subservience with
AI.
Megan Fox?
the witch.
What was it?
Oh
Subservience?
yeah. No, I didn't watch it. I saw a quick thing on it where that
Yeah.
explained the whole movie. Ridiculous.
But,
But
like-
we're not far from that stuff.
Well, look at the Tesla robot.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're losing our sense of camaraderie with people. I think it's just like very lost.
Well, I see kids now that are young and, you know, especially ones that like really went through COVID and stuff like that. I think the lack of social skills for a lot of them is crazy.
Yeah, man. Like if you had a dog during COVID, like, that's how like the lack of socialization with
Dude,
those
look at
dogs that
Eddie.
came out of COVID. Yeah, it's just like what is wrong? Like I can imagine having a kid and not being able to have them, go out
be
and have
around.
friends. Yeah, during certain time periods, but.
No, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know, man. It's so yeah. Sorry, we stayed
Yeah.
on that subject for a long time. But
The last one that we have here is the dark web masterpiece. No,
Yeah.
okay. Marketplace. Hidden online marketplaces facilitate the trade of illegal goods and services, including drugs, weapons, stolen data. Despite law enforcement crackdowns, these platforms continue to operate, posing ongoing challenges to authorities. Now, this makes me think of like, remember for a while there was that theory that you could buy, there was like a cabinet that you could buy on Wayfair, but it was $45,000.
yes,
There was that. And then like
yes.
people who like wake up in New York without a kidney. Like
yes,
that's crazy.
it is crazy. It's very scary, very scary, and it happens.
Have you ever been on the dark web?
No, I don't even know how
I
to
don't
get
know
on
either.
there.
But like that's the funny.
Yeah.
That again is my thing where I've been like, Adam, can we figure it out just to see?
Yeah, right.
And he's like, no.
Yeah, like fly to a different country and then use somebody else's computer.
I don't even know like what would it look like. I don't even
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I'm okay.
I don't
to be
wanna talk about it.
blissfully
It's freaking me
ignorant to
out.
Stuff like I know that the FBI, CIA, they all have access to it, so I'll let them deal with it. I don't need to.
At the what?
I don't need to see it. What?
FPICA?
FBI, CIA have access to it. You know
You
the
can have
FBI,
access to it
CIA.
and Be safe. You just use something called Tor browser.
Yeah, I've
Have
heard of
you
that.
been in there?
When you go down the wrong rabbit holes and look up bad sites in there.
That's the thing.
So like
It's
if you
just
type, is there like a general search bar and you put in kidney just to see?
No, like there's no general search Google for it. You have to know the exact address you're trying
Yeah.
to get to.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of videos about people talking about it and going on it in the Tor browser, whatever. It's just like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, man.
I'm okay.
I'm good. I'm
I'm
golden.
okay, but there is a lot of crazy stuff. That's why I like talking about true crime, so people know that there's crazy stuff. I don't know.
I love crazy stuff. I love that you're so true crime. I love talking about ghost stuff.
Yeah,
So hard. And that's
mix.
It's a nice mix. We're actually talking about both today. We got some
Yeah.
true crime that we're going to be talking about. But also, we have celebrity ghost stories because I love celebrity ghost stories because it makes them feel more real to me. I don't know why. So first up, we have Jennifer Tilly's haunted Malibu retreat. Here I am. I'm like, oh my God, it makes them sound like more real people to me. And then we're talking about a Malibu retreat. Anyways.
Who's Jennifer Tilly? I'll look her up. Sorry, I'm not good with celebrity names. I'll know her as soon as I see her.
You better. You're going to have to leave if you don't.
Oh my god. She's like,
Yes, her voice.
She's from Liar Liar. She's the mother from Liar Liar
Okay, is she?
who tries to get the custody of her kids back.
I just know my main thing. It's Chucky. It's the girl.
and Chucky, and
yes.
she's the mother mouse of Stuart Little.
Oh, her voice is everything.
I
to
love
me.
her voice so much.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. The Real Housewives of. Is this a different Jennifer Tilly? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Jennifer Tilly. Oh my God.
Oh,
All right.
never mind.
Disappointed. I don't really care. Not to be rude. Oh. Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Jennifer Tilly shared unsettling experiences at her Malibu beach house, which she has avoided for several years due to its haunted reputation. While alone, she heard unexplained knocks and felt an eerie presence, leading her to believe that the house is occupied by a friendly yet territorial ghost. Despite attempts to deter the spirit, such as painting the door red, the ghostly activities persisted, prompting Tilly and her friends to steer clear of the property. Sell it.
Yeah.
You don't go there for years?
Yeah.
That's weird.
She's like,
I can't go in there. It's really scary. I painted the door red because I didn't think it was creepy, but it just got creepier for some reason. I don't understand.
Love it.
yeah.
All right, sorry about your beach house. Sell it.
All right.
Good.
Next, Daisy Mae Cooper's supernatural.
Supernational?
I don't know. Daisy Mae Cooper's supernatural fascination. Who the is Daisy Mae? Who are these people?
Daisy Mae. Is that Star Wars?
Goodness, I gotta look this up now.
I gotta know now too.
I gotta know who I'm talking about.
Daisy Mae.
I don't know who this is.
Actress and writer. She is from this country.
She's an English actress.
Yeah.
All right. Comedian and actress Daisy Mae Cooper has long been intrigued by the supernatural, inspired by personal experiences of ghost sightings and disembodied voices. Her passion for the paranormal is so profound that it inspired her book, Hexy Bitch. Based. I love this.
I'm going to read that.
Cooper's belief in the afterlife offers her comfort, especially during challenging times, and she openly discusses her encounters despite skepticism from others.
I like that.
That's good. I like
It's
that.
like when we were in that store yesterday and that girl's like, I don't believe in ghosts at all. And we're
Yeah.
like,
We're like,
okay,
okay, cool,
cool,
whatever.
cool. Next we have
fine.
Calico Cooper. I don't know who Calico Cooper is either. All right, so Calico Cooper, daughter of rock legend Alice Cooper.
Oh, got
there we
it.
go.
Okay.
Firmly believes in the existence of ghosts. She recounted a chilling experience aboard a boat where she sensed a ghostly presence. Additionally, she shared that a friend had an intimate and orgasmic encounter with a ghost, highlighting the profound and varied nature of supernatural experiences.
Supernatural wet dreams.
Honestly, we had a conversation about this last night.
We did.
It's not cheating according to ghosts, by the way.
Yeah. Go watch the video.
Go watch it. You need to
It was
see this
confirmed
video.
by ghosts.
I keep forgetting all these good
Yeah,
bits
they were
that happened
good.
in
There's
there.
good tidbits.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. No. No, it'd feel like cheating.
I feel like I would.
Okay, that's fair. That's your life.
I feel like Adam would be okay. I feel like he'd be like, he wouldn't believe it's cheating because he'd be like, it's not real.
That's fair.
Like, it's not actually having sex with you. And I'd be
That's
like,
fair.
All right.
I mean, there's wet dreams, which is like not.
Have you ever had one of
ghosts.
those? As a lady?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. People think
Yeah.
it's just guys, but it's literally not just guys.
No, like I've had crazy dreams where I've woken up and I literally have like lived multiple weeks and
Damn.
and they've
Made
been
love.
intimate and
Game of Thrones?
crazy. Game of Thrones?
Was that the vibe?
Incestual? That's what
I've never watched Game of
That's what
Thrones.
anybody thinks if you mention Game of Thrones.
I haven't
in any.
watched it.
You haven't watched Game of Thrones?
I've watched the same 3 episodes over and over and over again, and I'm so bored.
Oh, you can't say that on the internet. You can't say you're bored of Game of Thrones. It's literally the most. It's the best show in
Okay,
the world.
if I get past the 3 episodes, will it be better?
Obviously,
Okay.
there's a
I'm
reason why
sorry.
it's the best show in the world.
I have such a hard time. Here's the thing, and this is the truth.
The
with me.
writing is the best
Other
writing
than Harry
ever.
Potter, I'm not a fantasy person really. I
it's
say
not
that,
fantasy.
but I love werewolves and I love vampires, and that's about all that I can do. You talk about fairies, I'm gonna lose my mind.
But it's not fantasy. There's no.
there's dragons.
There's
and-
no like. Yeah, but that's just like an animal in that time. It's not like There's no like.
But she's like in
magic.
the fire. That's magic.
Yeah, but that's just the person that just like a vampire can,
Yeah.
run fast. That's just she's a Targaryen, and that's only applies to her, literally nobody else.
I'm
And
gonna
then
watch it
everybody
for you.
else, it's like politics and the character building is
Because you're obsessed with it.
and there's a reason. The writing is the best writing in any show I've ever seen. Like there's
Okay.
like Game of Thrones is up here.
How many seasons?
Every other show is down here.
How many seasons?
There's 8. But
and they ended it?
yeah, and they should have because it
Okay.
needed to end, and how they ended it was terrible. And nobody talks about season 8 of Game of Thrones, but it's
Okay.
fine. You still need to watch it.
I'm going to watch it all, and I will.
You will be
report back.
obsessed.
Okay.
You will be obsessed.
I'm happy that it's done now because I get to watch it all at once, and I don't have to
yeah, I mean it's been done for
years. I'm trying to watch The White Lotus right now, and I'm having a really hard time having to wait every week for this season.
Oh, did you watch the first two?
Obsessed. The first one,
Yeah, they're
obsessed. The
great.
second one, good.
It was good.
This one, love it, but slow. But I
haven't-
don't know if it feels slow.
I haven't watched it yet.
Just pop.
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm sad you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna-
It's a big commitment.
I'm gonna watch it for you.
It's a really big commitment, and I appreciate. Like I know that.
Yeah, I want to watch
But when I
it.
hear people are bored of it, that
But when I
hurts my
find
heart.
something that like somebody is so passionate about, I have to watch it.
What's your favorite show?
I want you to watch The Virgin Lure Slides.
Yeah, but this movie.
What's my favorite show?
Show. I will watch that. I'm gonna download it for the plane on the way home.
Well, Vampire Diaries is one of them.
Yeah.
But show. Oh my god, this is so hard. Because I
Top
have such a
three.
mix of shows. I don't like. I love Letterkenny every episode,
Okay.
but like it really like season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my god, it's stressing me out. Show. I've watched some really deep shows. Skins,
Skins. Okay.
but like
yeah, you like kind of more like teen drama shows.
ew, I do.
You do. It's just, that's fine.
No, but Vampire Diaries, I haven't like. I watched it as a teenager.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But like what? Sharp Objects.
Like, did
so
you watch
good.
okay, yeah.
Sharp Objects, so good.
Yeah, but you're not into I don't know if you'd like Game of Thrones then, because that's like a whole different genre. It's very dark, drama-filled horror.
But that sounds like
and
me.
A little bit of fantasy, but like not enough for it to be like weird fantastical. It's
Okay.
just like raw. It's a very
But I love
raw
that.
show.
I love raw.
Yeah.
Like, what did I just watch?
Give it 6 episodes.
6 episodes. I'm gonna start again.
Give it 6.
6.
and
That's
then
my
get back
weekend.
to me.
I'm relaxing this weekend. I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones.
Okay.
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 I think the people will be happy with that. All right,
All right.
let's move on. All right, these next ones are really good. Joan Rivers' haunted New York apartment. The late comedian Joan Rivers believed her New York apartment was haunted by the spirit of previous resident, Mrs. Spencer. Rivers reports unexplained disturbances and cold spots in her home. After consulting a psychic and performing a cleansing ritual, the paranormal activity ceased, leading Rivers to believe she had appeased the spirit.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
She's like, there's a problem here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fix it.
And she would, yeah.
She totally
She's
would.
probably yelling at her. She's like, get the out of my house.
She was roasting the hell out of
Yeah,
this ghost
for
project.
sure.
You smell like that?
She's such a queen.
Next up, we have Matthew McConaughey
All
with
right, all
Madame
right, all right.
Blue.
All right.
Don't turn me on.
Okay, sorry.
Actor Matthew McConaughey encountered a spirit named Madame Blue in his Hollywood home. Initially skeptical, Matthew McConaughey became a believer after experiencing unexplained noises and sightings. Instead of feeling threatened, he embraced the presence, considering it a quirky aspect of his residence. Of course he would.
So he literally said, all right.
He literally did.
It's cool with me if it's cool with you.
There you go.
I love that. Oh, my next favorite Canadian sweetheart, Keanu Reeves, childhood specter. Actor Keanu Reeves recalled a childhood experience in New York where he and his nanny witnessed a jacket with no body. It's like you heard of like no body.
No. Oh yeah.
But it is
Yeah.
no body.
But it
Sorry.
is.
Anyway, with no body inside, appear in their doorway before disappearing. This unexplained event left a lasting impression on Reeves, sparking his curiosity about the paranormal.
Do you think we can convince him to go on a ghost hunt with us?
Yeah. I love him so much.
Yeah.
That would be
he seems like such a pure soul.
Yeah, he does. I would love that so much.
Can you imagine we're the first people we have Keanu Reeves ghost hunting?
Guys,
with
we
us?
need to make this channel huge so Keanu Reeves comes on.
Does anyone know him? Can you ask
Can
him?
you ask? That is my
so
dream.
gentle. He seems gentle.
That would be like the best ghost hunt ever. Are you kidding me?
He could choose any location in the world he wants to go to.
Any.
Estes method
Oh.
with Keanu.
He'd be like, whoa.
yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah.
He's so awesome.
I would just stare. I wouldn't even know what to ask him. I'd just be like,
Yeah.
wow.
He's like the only celebrity I know
Would
that
be
I'd
amazing.
love
Mm-hmm.
in person. Yeah.
Next up, we have Ariana Grande's encounter with demonic forces.
Sounds about right.
Singer Ariana Grande shared an experience in Kansas City where she felt a negative energy and smelled sulfur, often associated with demons. After capturing a photo with mysterious figures and experiencing subsequent disturbances, Grande sought spiritual guidance to protect herself from potential harm.
Probably a good call.
Good steps.
Probably a good call.
Good steps.
Good job.
Love
good
it.
job.
Love it.
All right. Should we just move on? Is there a lot?
Yeah.
Or I guess there's Lady Gaga.
We skip them. Jump on to the next thing. Look, it's a what would you do?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
This sounds like so much fun. What would you do, Chris, in
Okay.
these scenarios? All right.
Okay.
I'm going to read it all so you have to choose.
Okay.
Your best friend's ghost won't leave, but only to watch you poop. They died in a tragic accident, but weirdly comedic way. Slipped on a Lunchable. Now their ghost haunts you only in the bathroom and claps every time you drop one.
Fun.
What would you do? Would you banish them or start performing for the afterlife audience?
No, I perform. That's fun.
Just me in the bathroom every time you have to go, though?
Yeah, that just makes sense.
It does. That was like
For
coded
us,
for us.
that just makes sense.
Mm.
I'd be there for you.
I would love if you were in the bathroom every time I pooped. But you know who's in the bathroom every time I go to the bathroom?
Adam?
Adam. Every time. He's always just like, what you doing? You want to chat? And he'll just lean against the counter and he'll be like going over business stuff. And I'll be like, can you go? And he's like, but I miss you.
Oh, I've never peed or pooped or anything in front of Caleb.
Are you serious?
And I never will.
Okay, it's been 16 years though. I didn't probably for the first 5 or 10.
That's fair. I might get to that point, but I haven't. He goes pee in front of me all the time.
But like, you wouldn't?
But I mean, if I had
Has he
to,
heard you fart?
for sure,
For
but not
sure.
like me doing it on purpose because
Have I
I
heard you
don't
fart?
like doing it. I don't think so. But literally, he's heard me fart because I fart in my sleep sometimes.
Oh my! What
I've
are they like?
literally woke myself up.
Is it scary
and it's
sounding?
usually during REM sleep. Like I wake up at like 4 a.m.
Is it like a clap fart?
Yeah, and then I go back to sleep. And then I'm in that crazy REM sleep where
Yeah.
I'm like falling off cliffs and fighting demons. And then I just, something slaps me in my dream, but it's just me farting. And then he wakes up and he's like, what the It wasn't me.
Does he fart in front of you?
All the time. That's
Why
how he wakes
are
me
you so
up.
uptight with your asshole?
I don't know.
I want to hear you fart.
I can't.
For me? How many times have you heard
I can't
me
just
fart?
let it out. It's usually just silent if I'm like wearing clothes.
How many times have you heard me fart?
A million. You farted in my face
No,
at the ghost hunt.
I didn't
She
fart
was
in your
walking
face.
up the stairs.
No, I did in the hallway.
She was walking up the stairs and walking, just getting up off the stairs. And I'm a little bit lower, right? So I'm still on the stairs. She's walking in the hallway now, but my face is almost level with her ass. And this bitch just farts.
It was one of those farts where you go up the stairs and you have to go to the bathroom.
He was like,
and then you're like,
and I was like, you gonna give me pink eye, bitch.
they never smell. I'm so
No,
sorry.
they never smell.
I forgot you were behind me. To
I
be
wasn't even
honest.
upset. I was just like, it is.
Bro, I literally forgot you were behind me.
It's okay.
I was just like, I need to get to the bathroom. I need to get to the bathroom now.
It was totally fine. It was really funny.
Okay, read me one of these.
Okay. You wake up and your skin isn't yours. Oh my God. You look in the mirror and realize you're wearing someone else's skin like a bodysuit. It fits perfectly. There's no blood, no seams, and you look hot. Do you try to return it or see what free stuff you can get looking like a walking Instagram filter?
Confirmed mine. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who it came from. I don't want to know how it got on my body.
So you're just gonna live.
I'm just going to be like, Adam, this is the new me. Want to kiss it?
Yeah, I mean, how could you return it? It's on you.
Well, you could cut yourself out of it.
You can?
Well, yeah, it would be over your skin. It said you're wearing their skin.
Oh, I'd have to cut myself out of it.
Yeah?
I'd have to.
No, not me.
Unless, I don't
I'm
know, it
done with
depends
the
on what I
skin
look
sack.
like. Like, am
You're
I
hot, though.
Am I don't know. Who's a hot person?
Charlize Theron.
Am I Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron. But young.
Keeping it on.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to question it. I don't want to know the ethics behind it.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
All right.
But what if you're like Gary Busey?
Get me the out of that body. Butter sausage.
Butter shaggy.
I thought that, and last time we talked about that, I thought that was AI. I thought that was fake. And you're
It's
like,
not.
no,
It's
that's Gary
real.
Busey. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
All right. Your sleepwalking self has a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You discover that your ring cam footage shows you leaving the house at 2 a.m. every night, dressed as a clown, and returning with wads of cash.
Mm-hmm.
You have no memory of it. What would you do? Try to stop yourself or let your chaotic clown alter ego pay the bills?
Absolutely pay the bills.
I don't want to know what I'm doing.
No. I'm not investigating that.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I like
you
that.
don't know can't hurt you.
Yep, exactly. It's fine. Leave
Yeah.
it. Leave it.
Yeah.
All right. You get a text from yourself, but it's from a week in the future. It says, don't eat the noodles. He's watching. You're currently eating noodles. You're alone. Or are you? Do you keep eating? Or start interrogating your furniture? Your furniture? What?
Your future you, maybe?
Did you write this?
All I could looks like if I'm things up. No, I didn't write these ones. So here's what I would do. Here's what I would do.
Do you start and interrogating your future self?
Yes,
That's
what
probably what it is. Not
this
furniture.
is me rewriting pieces.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought I
So-
missed something.
What I would do is I would put the noodles down, be afraid of the noodles, throw the noodles up,
Yeah.
and then I would call my dad
Yeah.
and go, Dad, what's up? Want to come over? And then Adam and Dad will sit on each side of me. Well, I hope that nothing bad happens.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
like, how do you know it's your future self though? Is
but
it
you're
from your own
already
number?
eating the noodles. It says don't eat the noodles, and you're already eating the noodles.
Throw them up. Then it doesn't count.
It's futile.
Get 'em
I
out of
eat the
you.
noodles.
I don't eat noodles, but I love noodles.
I'm eating the noodles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out who this guy is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. Every time you orgasm, a Victorian child appears and asks what you're doing.
Oh,
You don't know where they come from. They just show up, hold eye contact, and say, Mama says that's not proper, and vanishes.
I love how you did a Victorian child as a Texan child. Mama says that's not proper.
There you go. Do you call a priest, a therapist, or start scheduling things around little Timmy's visits?
I would keep a weapon on me, see if I could take care of this kid, because it's
Okay.
clearly not of our plane of existence.
I would call. See, the thing is like, you want to call the priest, right?
For
Because he
sure.
goes, but then you have to masturbate in front of the priest to get Timmy to show up.
That's thinking ahead.
Hold on, Father.
Yeah, you're like, I need to summon it.
Give me a minute. Ah!
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
Oh.
And now, talking about that awkward situation, I looked up in some of our confessions and found comments from people who thought they were alone when certain things happened. So as you know, we're going to Woodstock tonight, and a dark fact, a very sad dark fact in Woodstock is it was home to one of Canada's most prolific serial killers.
I
pretty
did
much.
not know this.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit about her. All right.
Okay.
A woman, also pretty rare.
Yep.
Elizabeth Wettlaufer, born in 1967 in Zora Township, she resided on Nescapi Street in Woodstock, Ontario. Which, fun fact,
Oh yeah.
is the street I grew up on.
Yeah, that's.
I know
fucking
where she lived
crazy.
across the street and down a few houses.
That's crazy.
Yep. She was a registered nurse who became one of Canada's most notorious serial killers.
Typical.
Raised in a strict Baptist church household, she pursued religious education before transitioning to nursing, earning her diploma from Conestoga College in 1995. In 1997, she married Daniel Wettlaufer, a long-haul truck driver, and the couple resided in Woodstock. Wettlaufer's nursing career began at Crescent Care Nursing Home, Woodstock, Ontario, where she was employed from 2007 to 2014. During this period, she secretly administered lethal doses of insulin to vulnerable elderly patients, leading to the deaths of 8 individuals between ages of 75 and 96. Her victims included James Silcox, Maurice Garnett, Gladys Millard, Helen Matheson, Mary Zurawinski, Helen Young, Maureen Pickard, Arpad Horvath, and she attempted to harm 6 others using similar methods. Throughout her tenure, Wettlaufer struggled with substance abuse and exhibited concerning behavior such as attending work under the influence and committing medication errors. Despite these red flags, her actions went undetected for literal years. In 2016, she voluntarily admitted herself into the Center for Addiction and Mental Health in Toronto, where she confessed to her killings. This led to her arrest on October 25th, 2016. She was subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment with no possibility of parole for 25 years. The case prompted a public inquiry into Ontario's long-term care system, revealing systematic failures that allowed Wettlaufer's crimes to go unnoticed. Isn't that crazy?
It's so common.
It's sad.
It's so common how many nurse serial killers there are. They're not common, but like there's a lot, and it's really scary.
Oh.
Because like the people that you think are going to take care of you have the power to kill you, which is so scary.
Out of nowhere. And it's like things like the insulin where it's like, it's so hard to detect.
It's very hard to detect.
It's just like that nurse that had the pin and she would poke brand new babies in the head. That too. Like, it's
Oh,
so
the baby
scary.
scene is so sad. It's so sad.
Why?
There's a few that have done that. Or like even mothers who were like nurses have killed multiple kids. Like there was, I can't remember her name right now, but she fostered kids and she would just keep killing them and then banking in on their insurance, life insurance. But it's just, yeah, it's like a power control thing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. There's one I did a deep dive on and I can't remember her name, but it was in like, I want to say the 40s or something, or maybe even earlier than that. And she did it for sexual gratification. Yeah, she got off on it. Like, but she would do it over time. She would slowly poison them.
It was her thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was
That's
really,
so dark.
really f***ed up. And she found a way to make them, since she took care of them, like make them put her in their will. So when they died, she would bank. It's crazy. Yeah, the women like that, I don't know. Like, obviously, it's not good either way. But women, especially, people like caregivers, like people that are supposed to nurture
You're
you,
supposed to trust.
killing like infants or elderly that are just they just can't take care of themselves. Like, just a real special place in hell.
Really. And it was weird because that one was weird because there was like a weird debate, like especially on the internet and stuff, where people were like, oh, was it mercy? But no, like there were people like they were fine. And there was no reason. Like, they were just in care homes. That was just where the next part of their life ended. Like, it's so sad. Oh, it's dark.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Canada, a lot of people think Canada is just always good. Nothing bad happens here. But man.
Oh, no, we got a lot of killers.
Yeah, we have a lot of serial killers. And we were talking about this earlier.
Yep.
You told me we had Robert Pickton.
Yeah, who I grew up with, literally 20 minutes away from me, which was horrifying. I remember when the news broke. And I was like, what is happening? It was so scary.
Yeah, he had 6 convicted, 33 confirmed DNA matches, and up to 49 people murdered.
Yeah, and he did admit to that in jail, and he basically said like, shit, I wish I got 50. Almost got 50, because he wanted to get that
So he's still alive? He's still alive then?
No, he got killed in prison. Recently,
How'd he get
last
killed?
year. Somebody stabbed him, I think.
Okay,
Let me look
It was
that
time for him.
Wait,
you kind of
Adam?
want him to rot in prison.
Adam, can you look up?
Jimmy.
Yep, what we got?
Can you look up how Robert Pickton died? He got killed in jail. I just can't remember how. Or maybe he died of a sickness. I don't know why I'm forgetting this right now.
We just need to know.
I just remember I posted it on my story.
Prison attack.
Yeah,
Prison attack.
Yeah, I remember I posted it on my story and I was like, F you.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You want them to suffer in prison, but you also just want them gone.
Yeah, man,
You know?
Robert Pickton was bad. It was bad. There was a woman that escaped and got like disemboweled by him, and she literally held her organs up.
You just did a story on this, right?
No, it was like years ago.
Okay.
But she like held her organs up. I just know the story really well because it was like my hometown.
Shocking.
But yeah, and ran away and got away, and went to the hospital.
And that's how they found him?
She got away. No, not even after that necessarily.
How do you go and live your normal life after that happens, knowing that person's out there?
I don't know. It wasn't too long after though.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The next up is Elizabeth Wettlaufer, which is the 8 confirmed, the 6 attempted, and 14 total victims.
Crazy.
Then there's Bruce MacArthur with 8 confirmed, met in Toronto.
Oh yeah, he was killing gay men.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
the
can't
one.
remember for sure though, so that might be wrong.
Yeah.
Clifford Olson, Vancouver, close
Vancouver.
to where I was as well. 11 confirmed child and teen victims.
Oh.
He convicted of 11 murders, life sentence. Yeah, he used to torture kids
That's
of
so
like 11 to 18. And
kids
killed
and
them.
dogs, man. Kids and animals.
Awful. I think in the 80s.
Jeez.
Yep.
There's Michael Wayne McGray, which is 7 confirmed, claimed 11.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the top 5 Canadian serial killers.
Scary stuff. Let's segue into something a little happier.
I do have something happy, and I thought that this is a funny segment. I think that everybody's really going to enjoy this.
Okay, palate cleanser.
I will palate cleanser of a
Okay.
kind, and I want to know in the comments literally what you guys, if you guys would survive these situations.
Love it.
Okay, this one's funny. All right, I'll read this one to you. You
Okay.
read one to me, and we'll take turns deciding. The IKEA maze cult.
Love it.
It's a palate cleanser. Let's talk about a cult.
Yeah.
You wake up trapped inside of an IKEA that is slightly off. Every hour, the layout shifts. The food court employees speak in Latin and offer you meatballs of knowledge at night.
Oh my God, I love the
Faceless
meatballs.
mannequins hunt the living. Would you survive or join the meatball cult for protection?
I love their Swedish meatballs. You bet your sweet ass I'll be joining that meatball cult.
Yup, you'll be handing them out.
You kidding me? Absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm joining the meatball cult. What are you doing?
Love it. I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah. What?
I want to sleep in those beds.
Yeah. New bed every night.
Oh my god!
New kitchen every morning.
And new layout all day.
Hell
every
yeah.
hour.
That sounds great. Sounds like a woman's dream.
Yeah, literally.
Meatballs and new layouts?
Oh.
God damn. All right. Next up, the snake or the elevator button. You're in a skyscraper with 100 floors. To escape, you must ride an elevator, but every button hides either A, an elevator, or B, a giant venomous snake. You have one clue, a note that says, the snakes lie near the truth. Would you escape or get bit on floor 12 trying to be clever?
I'm not afraid of snakes that much, so I think I would go the snake because if there's a chance of truth, I feel like I could seduce them and get past them.
You could seduce the snake.
I would sing.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. What kind of snakes are they? They're
They say
venomous.
giant and venomous.
Okay. So like a giant black mamba?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can make it past.
I would
Yeah, what'd you do?
just hit my head a lot in the elevator and just die. I don't know.
Yeah?
No,
Well,
I don't
here's
know.
the thing. If it's venomous, you're probably just going to be out pretty quick.
I would need to take the chance. I would just need to take the chance. I would also try to be clever
We just run really fast.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
right.
so.
Haunted house, but it knows your secrets. You're locked in a haunted mansion that reads your mind and manifests your deepest, darkest thoughts. Every room is a nightmare based on your own repressed trauma or that thing you Googled at 2 a.m. that you swore you'd never tell anyone.
Too many things.
Would you survive the house or die of shame in the why did I text my ex hallway? Die. I don't want to relive a lot of things I've been through.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think I'd want to go through it. Is that weird? I think I'd want to like figure
it.
out some things about me. Can I leave at any point?
You think you have to go through it to get out?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd go through it. I'd go
Okay.
through it. I'd be like, whoa, this shit was crazy. And the shit I look up at 2 a.m., I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm looking up like, I don't know, like how much does a handful of pumice weigh? You know? So,
How much does a pound of pumice weigh?
a pound.
See, you're good. You're
Okay.
sharp.
Okay.
Don't ask me that later on
pound
today
of
because I'll already be gone. It'll be gone.
That's funny. Did you know pumice is the only rock that can float?
Really?
Yep.
Nice. I like that.
Just thought you'd like to know that.
We had lava rocks in our backyard, and I used to like to stick them to my tongue.
I love rocks. I
It was
mean,
good
you
stuff.
loved them a little bit more than me, I guess.
did.
A little bit more.
They crunch good.
Yeah, I love rocks. Okay. Anyway. The pasta, or pasta for the Americans, God trials. You're kidnapped by a cult that worships a sentient plate of spaghetti. You must prove your devotion by completing 3 trials: swimming in boiling marinara, surviving a meatball avalanche, and marrying a wet noodle named Greg. Would you pass or get sacrificed to Alfredo, the angry sauce demon? This is insane. This is crazy. This sounds delicious. I would go through it.
I would go through it too.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we pass.
I think we
I think we
pass.
become the leaders.
Yeah, I really want pasta now.
Dude,
Like I
if we're
said,
going to this
pasta.
place for dinner tempo,
Pasta.
they have some nice pasta.
Oh, I really want pasta right now.
They have a butternut squash pasta. Oh!
Put it in my mouth.
They have a spicy pasta, but it's so spicy that people are like, it's too spicy.
Now I have to order that.
Your asshole's gonna burn so hard
Because
later.
I don't. I mean, I live in Texas now. Okay? The
Even
Mexican
Adam,
food.
you had it?
No, I haven't had it, but I'd tackle it.
You like spice? Okay.
You two, just all night, my ass.
Oh,
your
he said,
assholes.
yeah. Sounds like we're going to have to do the
Arrows in the garden last year?
one chip challenge.
Hey.
Just kidding. No, I mean, it's just, why hurt yourself, though, you know?
Yeah.
I like good spice, like tasty spice.
Flavor.
Flavor spice.
Now we're getting into some more flavor because this is the rotisserie chicken time loop. Well, that's not here. Every day you wake up in Costco. Every day the rotisserie chickens multiply and evolve. Now they speak. They want war. They are humanity's last hope. Your only weapon is a broken NutriBillet and a pair of Crocs.
Oh.
Would you survive the chicken uprising or become their spicy snack?
Oh, I'd eat the shit out of those
Me
chickens.
too.
That was like the one meal I knew during maybe bi-weekly that I would actually like that my mom made because she didn't make it. Sorry, Mom.
Amen.
But she'd get that rotisserie chicken from Costco, and
Hell
it
yeah.
tasted. I would just eat all the skin.
Juicy.
My family would get a skinless chicken because I go in there early.
That's so gross.
I just,
Evil.
just rip the skin off. Dude, I want some rotisserie chicken skin right now.
Can you imagine just next
Buy a
one?
couple chickens.
Yeah. Is there rotisserie chicken skin chips? Because that needs to
Have
happen.
you come up with an idea? Adam,
Adam,
thanks.
Adam, check if there's rotisserie chicken skin chips. And if not, I'm going to make that.
There we, you need to. Raise your hand if you buy it. I can just see the comments. Raise his hand, raise his hand, raise his hand. But yeah, next up we have, and we haven't done these in a while, which we
Chicken
know is a
skin
favorite.
crisps.
Order them!
Salt and vinegar.
No!
Hot Nashville season.
Shut up. Really? Oh, I'm so excited now. I'm going to order some.
Those are going to be
Sounds
good.
great.
Those are going to be good.
Chicken skin chip.
That's an amazing way to eat chips and not be eating carbs.
Right? Protein chips.
Order it,
low
Adam! Now!
Done.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing next?
We have not done Emma the Asshole stories
No.
in a minute.
We need
and
to do that.
we have some here, and I will start one.
Okay.
And you let me know.
Okay. I'll let you read it.
Am I the asshole? Pregnant woman refuses to let her husband attend his sister's wedding. A 28-year-old woman shared her story on Reddit's Am I the Asshole forum, explaining that her baby is due in May 2025, but her husband's sisters scheduled her wedding for April 19th, right when she would be 37 weeks pregnant. Even though the family was told about the pregnancy when it was confirmed in September, the bride, 29, insisted on an April wedding date after only 3 months of dating her fiancé. At first, the pregnant woman agreed that her husband could attend without her. The wedding was in Texas, 3.5 hours away. She figured that they could manage. But after a February OB appointment, the doctor strongly advised against either of them traveling and calling it rolling the dice, and saying if something did go wrong, that they wouldn't be able to intervene in time. And that made the couple rethink everything. The husband decided that he wouldn't attend the wedding either, choosing to stay close in case the baby arrived early. But this decision caused a huge blow up with his family. The sister accused them of choosing the baby over family, and the in-laws threatened not to attend the wedding at all if he didn't show. They called the pregnant woman controlling and said she was ruining the big day. Despite all that, Reddit... Oh, this is what Reddit thought. Do you want me to read it to you? Or
No, we'll discuss first, I
Okay,
think.
what's your discussion?
I think that's completely fine. That
3.5 hours. If I was the pregnant one, I would stay home.
Yeah.
I would let him go to the wedding, and like, I feel like, you know, when contractions are happening, like labor's a while. I would let my husband go.
You let your wait. It's 3.5 hours away.
3.5. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because for me, it's birth of a child, wedding.
Yep.
So I get like it's very, but you don't know. I mean, with contractions, I mean, people have babies in 30 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like their first baby. That's what it sounds like their first one.
Yeah, that's even scarier.
You never know.
That's
you never
horrifying.
because you don't know.
That's horrifying.
3.5. Okay, so he's definitely going to be gone for at least 12 hours doing everything, right?
Yeah, probably.
Travel, wedding.
Yeah, so there is a chance. I mean, and I'm sure there's a world in which this couple, if she was like, you know what, like I have a plan. Like worst case, I'll get a ride from. Hopefully, she has family. Maybe she doesn't have any other family to take her to the hospital though.
Is she the asshole?
We don't have enough
This
context.
is a weird one.
It is a weird one. Like at first, I was like immediately his family.
Here's the thing. If I was a sister, I'd be like, I'm going to throw up a live stream. It's like you're there. And not be so weird about it.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well. I would be like, you knew about your baby coming like
Yeah.
way before I decided to get married, and that takes precedence.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. They should have booked it for after. Like my brother, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go on this trip in August. I'm like,
Yeah.
my baby's coming in August. Can you not?
Yeah, like
You're
3.5
the uncle.
Yeah, and 3.5 hours. I mean, what if there's traffic? What if there's and if you're manically driving back, there's a higher chance of him getting
car
hit car
And can you imagine having a baby and your husband dies?
Yeah, I just think that
Stay home.
I think the live stream thing is a great idea,
Yeah.
and I don't think she's the asshole for asking him to skip out.
No, Reddit overwhelmingly backed the couple, saying it was
Yeah.
irresponsible for the sister to plan her wedding so close to a known due date, and then praising the husband for putting his partner and child first. Most commenters said, "Good for you. This is what being a good parent looks like."
Yeah, putting your kid first. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the sister's fault for planning her wedding. Like, it's her life. She can do whatever she wants, but she can't expect.
You can't expect
She can't expect her
anybody
brother to
show
be
up.
there if he has a child coming.
No,
basically.
exactly.
So she's honestly the sister, kind of an asshole for being like, or his sister's family, or sorry, the brother, or her husband's family, is
She definitely isn't
kind
the
of an
older
asshole.
sister.
She's what?
She's not the older sister.
No.
And that is little sister behavior. Yeah.
Agreed.
You're
Agreed.
a middle child.
Agreed. Yeah, I am.
You're a
kind
hard
of.
middle child.
I'm like a older middle child because I'm the second oldest, and then I have 4 siblings under me.
That's just like so many
Yeah,
siblings.
so it's kind of like the oldest, but not. I mean, Jessica's so clearly the oldest, and then
Yeah.
I'm like the
Oldest
little
daughter vibe is a
troublesome
certain
middle.
vibe.
It is a certain vibe,
I'm an oldest.
but
daughter.
I have that middle child menace in me for sure,
Older child menace.
for sure,
Love it.
for sure. All right, let's read one more. Am I the asshole? A man says his girlfriend is angry he's taking a work trip without her. Ooh, okay. A 25-year-old man took Reddit to ask if he was in the wrong for planning a work trip without including his 24-year-old girlfriend. The two work remotely for the same company, but he's more ambitious, actively looking to network and move up. Meanwhile, his girlfriend, who still lives with her parents and is in deep debt from excessive spending, has no interest in advancing beyond yearly raises. Recently, the man came into some extra money and decided to plan a solo work trip to Canada to visit the company's HQ and meet people in person. He was excited, but when he told his girlfriend, she started crying and accused him of not caring about her. She insisted that couples should only take trips together or not at all. Despite the guilt trip, he explained he couldn't afford to bring her and didn't feel he was doing anything wrong. He even helps her financially already and felt this trip was important for his future.
I think it's gross to say that couples should only travel together.
Yeah, I mean,
That
like,
was
Caleb's not with me when I came up here. This is a work trip.
And
Did
you
he
both
say
have
anything? And
the
he
same
said,
job.
Have fun, sweetie. See you when you get back.
That's weird girl behavior.
And that's what I would say to Caleb, because if you're not in a relationship where you don't trust your partner, why are you in that relationship?
Why are you in that relationship?
And if he's giving you any reason to not trust him, why are you in that relationship?
And if your partner says we should only go together,
Yeah.
and it's weird like that, why are you in that relationship?
Exactly. It's just like a bunch of things that have built up. And it'd be
Well, it sounds like he's a big go-getter and she's not.
Yeah, and it'd be different if he was going to Las Vegas with his buddies. You
Yeah,
know, if
no.
it like that, I totally get. I'd be like, hey, why? You know,
Yeah.
because I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm totally fine with everything. It's just in this context, though. Yeah, it just sounds like he's trying to better himself for his career and for this woman who he's paying for as well.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
at all.
Not at all.
At all.
No. I like it. I like it. It's good.
My goodness. Just like, you know, if you're in a relationship and you're having all these, you got to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Why? Or look inward. You know, why don't I want him to go on this trip?
Reflect.
And if you just don't trust him, that's fine, girl. He's probably not for you then.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. You actually, and this is coming from somebody who has been in relationships where I do not trust somebody. I know Selena has been in the same. There is somebody out there where you will literally just trust with anything. You'll be
We
like,
found our people.
Wow, I don't have, not that I don't have jealousy in me at all, but I have
There's nothing to
no
worry
worry.
about. There's
I have
nothing
no
to worry
worry.
about.
All I have to worry about is other people being obsessed with my partner, which there's thousands of people who are obsessed with him, but it's just like, it is what it is.
You just feel safe. Then you can't explain it to somebody until they've been in that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
They're like, if it doesn't feel good, that's not. I've been with Adam for 16 years, and it's never not felt like it wasn't supposed to be. It's always been like, no matter what happens, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, it's my dude.
yeah.
There's never a question. Love never hurts. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's hard to say. Like, they should never make you feel small. They should never, hey, you,
Oh yeah.
Right.
I
He's
love
here.
you.
Love you too, buddy.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, no,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. No, I love your love. I love your
Yeah.
love so much, and I hope that everyone can find that kind of love because it is so Oh, it's
It's
so
the
nice.
best. We need to do a bedtime story about love.
We do need to do a bedtime. Oh,
about
let's
love.
do that. Okay.
Yeah, a love story.
Love bedtime story.
It's gonna take a weird turn. I can already feel it.
Maybe.
Okay. I'll start. You started last time.
Okay.
Once there was a small town called Love Village.
And in Love Village, there was a woman named Polina, and she bumped into a man named Saddam.
Saddam was a large, lumberjack-looking man, when Selena was a squat, dark-haired woman.
They were walking past each other on the street, and Polina kicked out her foot and tripped Saddam and said,
And Saddam got up quickly and said, I usually don't like people that do that, but there's something about your smile.
Selena giggled.
No.
Just do your giggle. And blushed and asked if Adam wanted to go back to her quarters.
Saddam
Saddam.
Yeah. Saddam looked at her and went, not the worst I've had.
And then they went back to Polina's hobbit hole and
Made sourdough bread.
from his grandmother's starter. And then they
The end. Drew, this, I'm about to poo my pants. I
my
love
God.
you.
Bye.
We're gonna not say, but I'm gonna poop.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.